You got the buffet to go.
Right.
The rolls, you can always call it ahead.
Right.
We'll chit-chat back and forth, and then I'll say what we got going on today.
Okay.
And then,
Sure.
everybody's eating heavy food. I thought it'd be great to show how to make a great salad. It's light. It's a great shopping salad, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yep. So when you're ready. You ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning and welcome to The Wannabe Chef, and I am The Wannabe Chef, Kurt Keller. We've got a fantastic guest in the house. Actually, I've been in his kitchen before. My guest this morning here at Sirloin Stockade is Chef Terry.
Well, I don't think we'll call it Chef. We'll just say Terry, that's for sure.
Master Terry, how's that?
Yeah, that'll be all right, I think.
Now, I love Sirloin Stockade. I think everybody that follows me on Facebook sees I check in quite often on my little Facebook page that I'm at Sirloin Stockade. Love the buffet, but I've also, since our last show, I've been ordering off the menu, getting the sirloin tips, getting the sirloin, getting what Terry highly recommended, and that was that Asian chicken with the spicy sauce. Man, it is to die for. It is absolutely great.
We do that chicken 3 or 4 different ways. The grilled chicken is really a popular item anymore where, so many people don't want the steaks and want the chicken. And we have a number of different ways to make it, but it's a 6-ounce chicken breast that we grill and then finish it off with different kind of sauces, whether it's barbecue or Asian, or actually teriyaki is the most popular. But that's kind of what we've kind of tried to stay with what people like.
Well, the Asian chicken's got a little kick to it.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I liked about it.
It's not for everyone,
right?
But people that like it really like it. And we still sell a lot of steaks, still cut our own steaks, and we still, we started in the steakhouse business, and we're really proud of the steaks. And we like to sell more than we do, but everybody wants a buffet anymore.
Right. So. Well, that was one thing that I was impressed with. Did not know that you did cut your own steaks until we did the show. So I'm very impressed with that. So you cut your own meats, nice big thick slice.
Right.
You always get the right amount, and that great marbling is what we look for when we want to do a steak.
Yeah, we cut ribeyes, we cut T-bones. We have our own bandsaw. Excuse me, sirloins.
Right.
And like you said, the tips. That's another popular item that we have.
That's one of my favorites, the sirloin tips. And one other thing that I haven't taken advantage of yet, because I really haven't been in that hustle and bustle mode, is that buffet to go. I think the buffet to go is it's a great idea for our times of hustling and bustling.
Especially this time of year, where they want to come in and get salad or crab salad, or sometimes they want to come in and get a whole meatloaf, and that's fine with us. And they can go fix the sides and anything we have out there on the buffet. You can get it to go.
My sister is famous for calling you ahead of time and saying, I need a dozen rolls or I need 2 dozen rolls. They've got great homemade rolls.
We do.
You make them from scratch right here at Sirloin Stockade.
We do.
And if you want a good, wholesome roll, you want to impress your family, which, Chris, we now know your secret. If you want to impress your family, call Sirloin Stockade ahead of time and get those rolls to go.
We're not open on Thanksgiving. We're all with our families, but we sent out and sold about 100 dozen rolls the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. People call ahead. So and of course probably the biggest item we sell to go is fried chicken. And we talked about that the last show. People call and want 50 pieces, or the church wants 200 pieces.
Right.
And there's not a lot of places that can fix that, and we're glad to do it anytime.
Okay, now we got 2 big steel bowls here. What are we doing today?
Well, since it's the holidays, we thought we'd make a couple of salads. They're relatively easy.
If you're out shopping and you want something light, okay.
They're relatively easy, and you can make them quickly if you're having people over. And they're both 2 of our most popular salads on the buffet.
Good and tasty,
Right, and because we make all those salads from scratch. We don't buy any salads already made. And I think these 2 are probably the 2 that you'd want most for a holiday dinner.
So I'm going to say this, I always ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, level of hardness for this, for the novice out there?
Boy, this one's these are both easy ones.
So like a 2 or a 3?
Yeah, 2 or 3. I mean, as long as you have the ingredients and you don't overdo them. I mean, you can whip these up. Well, you'll see they're fairly quickly.
Well, I think most people think of salads as iceberg lettuce chopped up, maybe some bacon on top, maybe some cheese, and that's it. That's what we do at home. But you're going to show us how we can get a salad going and really dig into it.
Right.
Okay, we're going to invite Jim into the show.
We better, or we'll never get this done.
Yeah, chat with him a little bit because he is the master of the chefs. Jim, come on in.
Hi.
Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
Now, Jim, you're going to show us how to make a couple of salads. What two salads have you chosen for us today?
It's our broccoli raisin salad.
Broccoli and raisins. Who would have ever thought about that? That's why we're doing the show.
Yeah.
Because you can do some innovative, cool things with the salad.
Right.
So broccoli, raisin, and then what else?
And then a carrot and raisin pineapple salad.
And a carrot and raisin pineapple salad. Okay, we're going to take a fast commercial break. When we come back, we got Terry and Jim. They're going to teach us how to make a salad today. But before we go, I'm sure we've enticed people to want those rolls, Terry. What's the phone number to call to get those 100 dozen rolls?
Well, let's do an order. 100. 358-1765.
That's 417-358. What'd you say?
1765.
1765. We'll be right back with Wannabe Chef right after this.
Yes.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Wannabe Chef, and I am the Wannabe Chef, Kurt Keller. Once again, my guest this morning at Sirloin Stockade is Terry and Jim, or Jimbo is what I call him all the time at the store. And we're getting ready to make a couple salads, which is great for this time of the year because you don't want something heavy, especially if you're going to go from work, straight to the house, fix something up to eat. You want that protein, you want something sweet and tasty. That's what we're going to do. So we're doing a broccoli raisin salad first?
Yes.
Okay, what's the first thing I do? Because we got a lot of ingredients here.
You want to get your broccoli out and cut
Okay.
it into small pieces.
Okay, so just get your broccoli, and you buy the whole broccoli, not the back. Okay, so get your broccoli out, just chop it up. You want to take those heads off. You don't want a lot of stems, is that right?
You can put the stems in. A lot of people do.
You know, what I've heard a lot of people do with their stems is put them in boiling water and make a stew or a
Yeah,
broth.
soup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a soup.
cream- yeah, that-
exactly,
that works
exactly.
fine.
All right, so I got my broccoli in there. What's the next thing?
And then you need about a cup of red onions.
Red onions, okay. Chopped up, diced up red onions. Okay, what else do I do?
2/3 cup of bacon.
And really, that's really to the tasting. So if you got a man at home you got to feed, I'd do more than 2/3 of a
Yeah,
cup.
you can put more.
We're trying to make money at the store, so we don't want to put too much bacon in there.
That's just me. I'm just throwing it out there for you at home. Okay.
And 2/3 cup of raisins.
Oh, and I would have never thought broccoli and raisins
You know,
would
that's
go
one
together.
of those salads that people always ask, what's in that?
Exactly. That is absolutely fantastic. So that adds your sweetness. So you've got your salty with the bacon. You got your kick with your onions.
Right.
And then you got the raisins to kind of mellow it out and give you that little
And the
sweet
broccoli's
bite.
always real crunchy.
Yes,
even
exactly.
after you make it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Next item.
And then we've got our sauce that we'll mix up in this other bowl.
Okay, so we have two bowls here. So why don't I slide that out of the way? And so what do I have here? Vegetable oil?
No, that's vinegar. White
Vinegar.
About 2
White
tablespoons.
vinegar. Okay, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar.
A cup of mayonnaise.
1 cup of mayonnaise. Thank you. Now, any kind of mayonnaise, any
Yes.
you get
any type you want to use a low-cal mayonnaise or low-fat or whatever you know. So that'll be just fine.
All righty, we got the mayonnaise going there. And this, is that sugar or salt?
Sugar.
I was going to say that's a lot of salt.
That wouldn't have been very good.
Okay, so I didn't hear you say it. What is that, half cup?
Yes, half a cup of.
Okay, so I'm mixing all this up.
There's a whisk there if you want it. It'll mix a little better with that, or however you want to do it.
See, the pros tell me how to do it. I got to use the whisk. All right, while I'm doing this, Terry, tell me a little bit more about Sirloin Stockade. I know you've been in the business, what, 27 years? Is that what you told me?
I've owned that one 28 years, and prior to that, I was with the corporate for 10 years. So between Jim and I, we've got many years behind us.
Well, you know, one thing that I've said that I did not know, and I lived in Carthage I remember when you opened.
Yeah.
I think I did some radio commercials for you way back
Yeah,
when.
I think you did.
But you know what I did not know is all the things like this salad that you do on location. I just figured it was a bag or a box. You dumped it out, and there's your buffet. But you make all this stuff homemade.
And I think that's the biggest, what most people are, it's not just you, a lot of people are kind of surprised that we still do that. But we started doing that, and we just never quit. There's very few of the franchise type deals that do that anymore. But I think our customers would be disappointed if we tried to switch that stuff.
Well, I'm very impressed how you make all your salads, you make all your entrees. The last show we did was the crab crusted salmon.
Right.
I was totally impressed that it didn't come out of a box, that you actually make that in the restaurant. Okay, there's our consistency. That's our mayonnaise, that's our sugar. And you can see a little bit of the grit, and then there's vinegar, and you can really smell that vinegar. It really activates that mayonnaise.
Yeah, it does. It gives it a nice flavor.
Yeah. All right, so now I need to mix up the dry goods.
Kind of mix it all
Is this a
up.
hand thing?
Or you can fold it in with that, whatever you
I'm
want.
sure at the restaurant they use gloves.
Oh yeah, we do. This will add a little flavor
Be a
to
little
it.
sweeter.
I'm not. Yes, this is going to be really sweet. I'm not really big on gloves. Okay, you steal the towel.
Okay.
Just put your sauce on and mix it until it's well coated.
Okay.
You're ready to go.
Now you probably want to use this script.
Look at that. That looks delicious. Thank you.
Yeah.
That looks absolutely great. And once again, I am just shocked about all the different things. You know, a lot of people don't, like I said, they think salad is just
Yeah.
iceberg lettuce,
Yeah, and
maybe
you
with some
know,
bacon and some cheese.
And people sometimes think these salads will be, you know, well, that'll take time. And as you saw, this is really, really the time is in chopping up the onions and the broccoli and
Right,
stuff
and
like
you know what?
that.
As I said, you can buy this stuff already chopped up.
True.
You don't have to buy the head of broccoli. You can buy this stuff already
Good
chopped
thing
up.
about both these salads, especially this one, it'll actually be a little bit better if you put it after you make it in the refrigerator.
So this is something you
in
want to chill.
Later in the day or even the next day.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
you'll pick up some more, you'll pick up that flavor a little bit.
So
It
it kinda-
soaks in.
Marinates it.
Yeah, it really
almost
does.
marinates it like a steak. Is
Yeah,
that what we're doing?
yeah, it does.
Okay, so how do I have the consistency? I still have some clumps here, it looks like, of mayonnaise mixture on the
You just
broccoli.
get it all mixed together. And it'll look a little dry now, but as it sets,
Yes.
Right.
yeah, it will.
Kind of draws the.
So as you let it set or marinate, I guess is a good
it'll
word to
be good
use.
just like that,
That
but-
broccoli will soften up a little bit.
Yeah, it will.
But there's nothing wrong with a little piece of crunchy broccoli.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that
How are we
looks
doing?
Look at that. I mean, that's a real pretty
How's that
salad
look?
for.
And I'm telling you what, that smells great. And you're right. If you've got some last minute guests that show up all of a sudden, or you
looks-
get that phone call every once in a while that says, "Hey, do you mind if we come over?" You got to have something. I mean, that's just
and
what I was
that kind of looks
taught.
like a holiday salad. I think that's
Yeah.
when we started doing that particular one years ago. We were at someone requested it at a cater that we did. You remember
Yes,
that?
I remember.
And so we had to figure that out.
And you can add some nuts to that mix.
Yeah, if you wanted it, sure you could.
All right, there's our broccoli raisin salad. Absolutely delicious. When we come back, we're going to get started on a carrot, raisin, and pineapple
Yeah, a little
salad.
sweeter.
A little sweeter.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, the carrot, raisin, pineapple salad is my mother's favorite salad of all time. So I got to throw out a shout to my mom. She's going to love that we're going to learn how to make this. Once again, my guest this morning is Sirloin Stockade. If you want to call in advance and order those rolls that we've been talking about, or just call to have maybe a small catering, or just call for
order that
directions.
salad. We'll get you some.
Or call to have this salad to go. Give them a call at
1765.
417-358-1765.
1765.
This is the Wannabe Chef. We'll be right back right after this.
Oh, I think that went good, Kurt.
Yeah.
That'll be easy and let's do it.
Okay, ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Wannabe Chef, and I am the Wannabe Chef, Kurt Keller. My guest this morning here at Sirloin Stockade is Terry and Jim, and we've just finished making a very tasty, and I took a bite of it, I hope you don't mind, during the commercial break, very tasty and sweet broccoli raisin salad. Had a little bit of bacon in there, so you got that little salty taste as well. But now we're going to do what is my mom's favorite salad. She always gets this every time we come there, and that's a carrot, raisin, pineapple salad. And so I see we have a lot of carrots already shredded and ready to go.
Yep. And it's best to kind of rinse your carrots, take a lot of that color out of it, and
So not just wash them off and then shred
Put
them.
them in a china cap and rinse them off, or a colander of some type.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of.
So
that
rinse it
orange.
through. Okay.
Yes.
And that'll also help dry them out maybe.
Yes.
All right.
How many carrots we got?
4 pounds.
4 pounds. How many carrots was that? A whole bushel of carrots? Is that what they call? Is that what they call carrots? Bushels. And carrots are very good for your eyes. I'll tell you that. Look at me talking. I had to get glasses and surgery.
Nope.
Okay, did I do that right? Did I put it
Yeah,
all?
that looks
Okay.
good.
All right, so we just throw it all in one big pan, and this is going to serve quite a few people.
Oh yes,
And
it's cut down a little more.
it's also one of those salads where the kids can get involved. They can mix this. They can do
Sure.
this. Plus, they get the vegetables and they get the fruits,
Yes.
which children never want. They never want the vegetables, but they always want the fruit part. Okay, what's the next thing?
And 3/4 cup of raisins
All right.
and pineapple.
Raisins and pineapple. And who would ever thought raisins, pineapple, and carrots would have gone in together? But that's why we're doing this show, is to show that you can be experimental, that you can do things. Sorry. All right.
And that's all of our dry ingredients.
So I just mix this up again?
Yep, just mix it all up, get it
This is the fun part. This is why, I always say this on the show. Get the children involved, and they're going to complain. They're going to say, hey, this is nasty. This feels gross. Why am I having to do this? But the whole time, they'll do it. They won't stop doing it. They'll just complain.
They want to do it all the time.
Yeah, at least that's what, I'll never forget the first time I got my daughter to help me put a rub on a turkey for Thanksgiving. She complained the whole time, but she never stopped. In fact, I think my wife videotaped it and thought it was cute. Okay, next.
All right, now we'll do our sauce.
All right.
Got a fourth of a cup of pineapple juice.
More pineapple juice. So this pineapple juice probably came out of the same can as your chopped up.
The tidbit.
And we didn't talk about that. This is chopped up. It's not crushed pineapples. It's chopped up.
It's a tidbit.
Okay, it's the tidbits. Okay, so you take that juice out of that can and pour it in and measure it to a fourth of a cup.
And you got a cup of powdered sugar.
Ooh, I love powdered sugar.
That's getting sweeter all the time.
It makes a lot of mess, but I love powdered sugar. Okay.
And 1 1/3 cup of the mayonnaise.
So the same kind of mayonnaise as we used in the broccoli. So no certain name brand, no certain, so it could be low fat, whatever. Do they make it organic mayonnaise, I wonder?
Oh, I think they make an organic everything.
At least they put the label on it, don't they?
I guess we can call it organic
Let
if
me
we.
get this going, and then I'll use the whisk.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
All right, we are doing some sweets today, and I wanted to kind of, while I'm doing this mixture, I wanted to talk about sweets. I love your sweet bar. You've got the soft serve ice cream.
Right.
You got the vanilla, you got the twist, and then you got the chocolate, of course. But I see a lot of different sweets on the bar all the time. You always have the cinnamon rolls.
Right.
And they're made fresh daily, is that right?
Right.
All right.
We yearly have at least 1 or 2 kinds of cookies. And we
Yeah.
have, generally anymore, because they've gotten so popular, we have cupcakes.
I've noticed that.
Yeah,
You've got a
we
little cupcake tree
We
going.
just started that about 6 months ago. We have cupcakes about every day. We also have some sort of cake, generally cobbler, apple, cherry, blackberry. And then the 2 homemade items that we have every day are we make homemade egg custard, and homemade bread.
You were just right. All right, Jim. So this is the mayonnaise, this is the pineapple juice, and then
Powdered
powdered sugar. And the powdered sugar dissolves pretty quickly. It's not as gritty as the broccoli raisin salad. And then I just pour it right in.
Pour right in.
Here, I'll
Takes a
switch you
little more
again,
mixing
Kurt.
on this one, but
We'll switch back and forth.
All right, thank you.
It'd take 2 of us to make anything.
Yeah, Jim does this by himself,
Yeah.
but you and I have to do it together. All right, look at that. Just good, good, good. It almost looks like an icing with that.
Yeah, it is a sweet salad, but like you said before, Kurt, you're getting carrots. I mean, you do
Right.
get a lot of carrots.
So this is a great vegetable dish for the kids, like I said.
this is a lot easier to mix up with some gloves on because there's a lot more mixing to it. But
Yes, because the carrots are they're kind of in the way almost, but we'll get it mixed up. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix this up, and then we're going to go out and eat, right?
You bet
This
we
is
are.
my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Let me finish mixing this up while I'm doing this. Phone number again?
417-358-1765.
And give us the hours of operation there.
We are open 11 to 9 every day. We don't take reservations, but many times people will call and say,
For large parties?
Yeah, there's going to be 15 of us at 6 o'clock. Could you set a table? And 9 times out of 10, if we're not real busy, you don't need to call way ahead, but an hour, 30 minutes, we can take care of that.
Okay, I think I've got that. I see a couple
that
other.
looks really good.
I see a couple other dry. I see some dry
Yeah.
carrots. But what my goal is, and if you
Looks
can
really
see,
good.
here I got some dry carrots over there. I don't know if you can see that. These are pretty well covered with the mixture. So let me finish doing this. We're going to take a fast commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to be filling the belly. This is the Wannabe Chef. We'll be right back right after this.
All right.
Can you count to 10 for us?
1, 2, 3, or let's go the other way.
Very good. Make sure you speak up.
Okay.
I think she was like,
We got to hear you,
Gotta
Jim.
Speak up.
act like you're yelling at one of the kids.
I'd have-
She never has to tell me that.
Okay, just Taylor just wrecked the car.
Again.
Again.
We went through that once.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, ready? Where's Raquel? She ready?
Where's he going?
No, you can't miss her.
Nope.
You can't be far. Raquel back there? Okay.
Give me a 2-minute warning, don't forget.
Taylor, come on. We got no time. Let's go. Hurry. Underlay. She's getting that hair all pulled back, you know.
I think you just deafened Heather.
I'm sorry, Heather. I forgot I'm mic'd up. Just stay over here. Come over here.
The bad part is when you go to the bathroom and you forget your mic up.
Whenever I say that, then you just bring it over.
Yeah, suck it in. Suck it in. That's what I do. Okay, I'm ready when you are. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to The Wannabe Chef, and I am The Wannabe Chef, Kurt Keller. My guest this morning has been salad maker
Jim.
Jim and salad maker. Sirloin Stockade was what I was trying to say. At Sirloin Stockade with Terry and Jim. We've been making salads this morning, which is great this time of the year. They're light, they're not heavy, but they're fulfilling.
Right.
They're very fulfilling, and that's what you want. So when you get off work, you go home real quick, you want to make up one of these salads. Of course, you know what I always say, guys. It's so much easier. Just pick up the phone and call
358-1765.
and get the buffet to go and get the salad. It's so inexpensive to do. And I really don't cook at home. Everybody always asks my wife, you're so lucky he gets to cook at home. I don't cook at home, not at all. I'm not allowed in the kitchen. But anyway, this is the salads we made.
Right.
Jim, why don't you recap what we did with the raisin pineapple carrot salad?
Okay, we put
Mayonnaise. Carrots, got carrots in it.
about a cup of mayonnaise, a cup of powdered sugar, about a fourth of a cup of pineapple juice, and mix that up with the sauce. Then you have 2 quarts of the broccoli cut up, and about 2/3 cup of bacon, raisins, and onions, and get that and mix it all together and get it well coated. And that's the
And I'm ready to dig into that one because I love the idea of that kind of that sweet and sour. It's got the onions, it's got the
these are both
carrots,
that way.
and then the salty taste of the bacon is in there.
Right. These are both kind of, I think, holiday salads. And Jim
So
put some
we ready to dig
different
in?
salads out there. Some apple salad, which we make fresh, and then some big one. That's probably one of our big movers. Some pea
got
salad,
marshmallows in it.
and then the crab salad, which is the most popular salad.
Well, I was going to say now the crab salad is one of my favorites. I love crab, and it's one of my favorites. But I guess
You better taste what you made there.
I better eat my own. Now we've let this, thanks to the Magic of TV, this carrot salad actually has settled. I guess is the best word to use.
Right.
For probably a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And-
Picked up the flavor.
And we had it mixed up. We had the wet ingredients all over the dry ingredients. But after it settled, you kind of showed me what it did.
Yeah, it draws moisture out of the carrots and really makes it a little more moist. It looked a little dry at first, but it's really not.
And it's got great flavor. And it's got those pineapple tidbits. Now, once again, if you are going to make this at home rather than come to Sirloin Stockade, you can put more raisins in it. You know what another great thing would be? What are they called? Dried cranberries.
It'll be
Sure.
great in it.
That'd be a huge one,
It's
especially
pretty
this
good
time
in
of
this
year.
green one. It'll give it a
Yes.
little more color.
That'd be a great Christmas color.
I think what a lot of people do is they put more dressing because they think it looks like it needs that. But as you can see, as it sits here, it's
It's real moist. It's not dry at all. Now, as I said earlier, I was kind of hoping that we were going to make some rolls and make some bread pudding or something like that. That's what my dream is. I love the bread pudding here. I'm a big fan of bread pudding. I have gone all the way down to New Orleans just for a piece of bread pudding.
Well, we have a surprise for you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Since you talked so much about the bread pudding and you kind of wanted us to make it, we happen to have made a fresh one just now.
So here
comes
that's what
Raquel
that timer was?
That's what the timer was.
Thank you,
yeah,
Raquel.
It sounded like a phone.
It sounded like a phone, but it was actually the
Yeah.
timer.
And it's just still warm.
And that's a tip you really need to know. Remember that beep, 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 because when you're eating here, as soon as you hear that first beep, get over to the bar and get the fresh rolls or the fresh cinnamon rolls or
something's coming out.
The bread pudding. And this bread pudding is made from scratch right here at Sirloin Stockade.
And we use as the base, which really makes a difference. We use our homemade yeast rolls that once they've set out there 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
That's what we use to make the bread pudding.
So the bread pudding is actually your rolls that you don't set up the day before.
Right.
You break them all up, tear them all up,
And since they're a fresh roll, it makes it a lot better.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. We've been talking a lot about the dessert bar. This is that time of year that you just want that comfort food.
Right.
Kind of warms you up inside since it's 24 degrees outside.
Right.
Let's go over the dessert bar once again.
Well, and one thing Jim mentioned earlier that we forgot to talk about was we have some sugar-free desserts over there.
Oh, that's great for the diabetics.
We generally have at least one Thai and sometimes some chocolate chip cookies, and we've had a lot of calls for that in the past, past year or two. So we do have some. You just have to ask. We don't put it out on the bar because then people will take it and find out sugar-free and won't eat it.
Right,
so
right.
we just waste that. But
So that's a wise thing to do. So when we come in and we know that we're diabetic and you want something sugar-free,
just ask
or if you're on that diet, which I'm really supposed to be on, if you're on a diet and you want sugar-free, just tell them when we're checking in at the front. Okay.
Yep.
Well, and the other thing too that's really become an issue in the past 2 or 3 months, because we make everything from scratch, if you have an allergy, if there's something, if you can't have bacon, or if you,
Right.
and we're getting into more and more of this where people can't have this or that.
Right.
If you tell us, we can tell you, well, you can't have that because it's in that, or you can't have
Right.
this. So it's not like we're going to have to go look at the box. We know what the ingredients are, and you're all right to eat that or you're not.
Well, you mentioned allergies, and that might be one reason why you know what? A lot of people have peanut allergies and walnut
Right.
allergies,
They do.
nut allergies, I guess. Nuts would be great in both these salads.
Yeah, they would.
So once again, folks, what we're trying to do on the Wannabe Chef today and every day is it's your home, it's your liking, it's your taste buds. If you want to throw in some peanuts, you want to throw in some cashews, that would be what I would do. If you want to throw in some cashews, especially in that broccoli, that's what I'd do. But as I always say, the best thing for you to do, just bring you a little cup of cashews, come to Sirloin Stockade, throw them in there, and move on. Did I say that right?
Sure, that'd be fine.
Once again, we're at Sirloin Stockade in Carthage, Missouri. What's the actual address?
1027 West Central.
You can't miss it. Even if you get lost, you stop anybody here in Carthage and say, can you direct me to Stockade or Sirloin Stockade? They'll tell you exactly how to get there. Everybody knows about Sirloin Stockade. Thank you very much for being on the show
Jim,
this
for
morning.
having us. Yeah, it's been
Jim,
fun.
once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Phone number to order rolls or chicken or whatever you want in advance or for directions.
417-358-1765. We are just right off of 71 Highway, back east, just about a half mile off the highway. So come and see us anytime.
You can't miss it. Thanks for joining us on the Wannabe Chef today. We'll see you next week.
All right. I think we did good. Pretty good salad. I don't eat that salad, bro. No, Kirk's eating the
Yeah.
I thought he was eating the salad.
You know? Showing a lot. Or you want it full? Okay.
That out there 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
That's what we used to make. right.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
All right, we are doing some sweets today, and I wanted to kind of, while I'm doing this mixture,
Easy and let's do it.
okay, ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to The Wannabe Chef, and I am The Wannabe Chef, Kurt Keller. My guest this morning here at Sirloin Stockade is Terry and Jim, and we've just finished making a very tasty, and I took a bite of it, I hope you don't mind, during the commercial break, very tasty and sweet broccoli raisin salad. Had a little bit of bacon in there, so you got that little salty taste as well. But now we're going to do what is my mom's favorite salad. She always gets this every time we come there, and that's a carrot raisin pineapple salad. And so I see we have a lot of carrots already shredded and ready to go.
Yep. And it's best to kind of rinse your carrots, take a lot of that color out of it, and
So not just wash them off and then shred them.
Put them in a china cap and rinse them off, or a colander of some type.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of.
So rinse it through. Okay.
Yes.
And that'll also help dry them out, maybe.
Yes.
All right.
How many carrots we got?
4 pounds.
4 pounds. How many carrots was that? A whole bushel of carrots? Is that what they call? Is that what they call carrots? Bushels. And carrots are very good for your eyes. I'll tell you that. Look at me talking. I had to get glasses and surgery. Okay. Did I do that right? Did I put it all?
that looks
Okay.
good.
All right. So we just throw it all in one big pan, and this is going to serve quite a few people.
Oh yes,
And
it's cut down a little more.
It's also one of those salads where the kids can get involved. They can mix this. They can do
Sure.
this. Plus, they get the vegetables and they get the fruits,
Yes.
which children never want. They never want the vegetables, but they always want the fruit part. Okay, what's the next thing?
And 3/4 cup of raisins.
All right.
And pineapple.
Raisins and pineapple. And who would ever thought raisins, pineapple, and carrots would have gone in together? But that's why we're doing this show, is to show that you can be experimental, that you can do things. Sorry. All right.
And that's all of our dry ingredients.
So I just mix this up again?
Yep. Just mix it all up. Get it.
This is the fun part. This is why, I always say this on the show. Get the children involved, and they're going to complain. They're going to say, hey, this is nasty. This feels gross. Why am I having to do this? But the whole time, they'll do it. They won't stop doing it. They'll just complain.
They
least-
want to do it all the time.
Yeah, at least that's what, I'll never forget the first time I got my daughter to help me put a rub on a turkey for Thanksgiving. She complained the whole time, but she never stopped. In fact, I think my wife videotaped it and thought it was cute. Okay, next.
All right. Now we'll do our sauce.
All right,
Got 1/4 cup of pineapple juice.
more pineapple juice. So this pineapple juice probably came out of the same can as your chopped up.
The tidbit.
And we didn't talk about that. This is chopped up. It's not crushed pineapples. It's
Yes,
chopped up.
It's a tidbit.
Okay, it's the tidbits. Okay, so you take that juice out of that can and pour it in and measure it to 1/4 of a cup.
Then you got a cup of powdered sugar.
Ooh, I love powdered sugar.
That's getting sweeter all the time.
It makes a lot of mess, but I love powdered sugar. Okay.
And 1 1/3 cup of the mayonnaise.
So the same kind of mayonnaise as we used in the broccoli. So no certain name brand, no certain, so it could be low fat, whatever. Do they make it organic mayonnaise, I wonder?
Oh, I think they make an organic everything.
At least they put the label on it, don't they?
I guess we could call it organic
Let
if
me
we.
get this going, and then I'll use the whisk.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
All right, we are doing some sweets today, and I wanted to kind of, while I'm doing this mixture, I wanted to talk about sweets. I love your sweet bar. You've got the soft serve ice cream.
Right.
You got the vanilla, you got the twist, and then you got the chocolate, of course. But I see a lot of different sweets on the bar all the time. You always have the cinnamon rolls.
Right.
And they're made fresh daily, is that right?
Right.
All right.
We generally have at least 1 or 2 kinds of cookies. And we
Yeah.
have, generally anymore, because they've gotten so popular, we have cupcakes.
I've noticed that.
Yeah,
You've got a
we
little cupcake tree
We
going.
just started that about 6 months ago. We have cupcakes about every day. We also have some sort of cake. Generally cobbler, apple, cherry, blackberry. And then the two homemade items that we have every day are we make homemade egg custard and we make homemade bread pudding. Those are probably the two most popular items that we have. And we have tried in the past to switch that stuff
That
out.
looks good.
And egg custard and the bread pudding we can't take off.
Right.
Everybody.
Well, I was kind of hoping we do bread pudding.
I know you were.
You know that waistline of mine. I got to keep it. I got to keep it just right. All right. Jim says I'm done doing my whisking. So this is the mayonnaise. This is the pineapple juice, and then the powdered sugar. And the powdered sugar dissolves pretty quickly. It's not as gritty as the broccoli raisin salad. And then I just pour it right in.
Pour right in.
Here, I'll
Takes a
switch
little
you
more
again,
mixing
Kurt.
on this one, but
We'll switch back and forth.
All right. Thank you.
It'd take two of us to make anything.
Yeah, Jim does this by himself,
Yeah.
but you and I have to do it together. All right, look at that. Just good. It almost looks like an icing with that.
Yeah, it is a sweet salad. But like you said before, Kurt, you're getting carrots. I mean, you do
Right.
get a lot of carrots.
So this is a great vegetable dish for the kids, like I said.
this is a lot easier to mix up with some gloves on because there's a lot more mixing to it. But
Yes, because the carrots are they're kind of in the way almost, but we'll get it mixed up. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix this up, and then we're going to go out and eat, right?
You bet
This
we
is
are.
my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Let me finish mixing this up while I'm doing this. Phone number again?
417-358-1765.
And give us the hours of operation there.
We are open 11 to 9 every day. We don't take reservations, but many times people will call and say,
For large parties?
Yeah, there's going to be 15 of us at, 6 o'clock, could you set a table? And 9 times out of 10, if we're not real busy, you don't need to call way ahead, but an hour, 30 minutes, we can take care of that.
Okay, I think I've got that. I see a couple
that
other.
looks really good.
I see a couple other dry. I see some dry
Yeah.
carrots. But what my goal is, and if you
Looks
can
really
see,
good.
here I got some dry carrots over there. I don't know if you can see that. These are pretty well covered with the mixture. So let me finish doing this. We're going to take a fast commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to be filling the belly. This is the Wannabe Chef. We'll be right back right after this.
All right.
Can you count to 10 for us?
1, 2, 3, or let's go the other way.